Tim, thank you for taking some time out. Folks, we're talking with Tim Greene. He is president of Burrus Seed. And Tim, Burrus Seed celebrating a big anniversary this year. Tell us a little bit about what's happening.
Yeah, Jared, thanks for having me. But 2025, we're celebrating our 90th year in business. So Roy and Wilbur Burrus started back here around Arden'sville, Illinois in 1935.
90 years in business, and man, the business has changed, but I bet the focus is probably still pretty much the same.
You know, it really is. Actually, we have a saying that we've used from time to time of how we farm has changed, but who we are has not. And so we're still a fourth generation company that strives to produce the highest quality seed and offer choices, focusing on our customers' best interest. And really, that's how it all started back in 1935 with Roy and Wilbur, in the fact that when hybrid seed corn was coming out and the Extension Service was sharing the opportunity, they grasped onto that, and they wanted to help their neighbors and their friends produce higher yields and capture more profit across their acres. And that's still our goal today.
Absolutely. And with that, that goal of getting to those higher numbers, those higher yields, better products, you mentioned that the options. Tell us a little bit about some of the options that you bring to farmers.
Yeah. So that's one of the beauties about being independent and is that we get to work with several different suppliers, genetic, technology, and really enhance our offerings out to our growers in the fact that, so we have a full lineup. We sell corn and soybeans, and we have a full lineup of technologies to fit basically any grower's needs. And that's what we really work with our sales team. We talk about being our three pillars, and that's listen, learn, best fit. Because while we all may farm in a certain community or certain area or geography, we may farm similar types of ground and have similar practices, but our end goals may be the same, and some of our needs may be totally different. So we really have to be able to listen to that grower and learn a little bit about their management style, their operations, so we can help them find the best fit. And these new technologies that we're able to offer and just the genetic advancements that we've seen are truly a benefit for growers.
Those genetic advancements, I talk to a lot of farmers, especially in the combine. That's kind of my favorite time to talk to farmers. Yeah. And that genetic piece has been at the forefront of conversations, increasingly so, but especially like over the last 10 years. I get that a lot more, it seems like.
Absolutely. The breeding techniques with the AI capabilities and just some of the enhanced breeding that we're starting to experience here in the industry has been phenomenal. Here recently, at least in our market footprint, dry weather has impacted some of the top end potential in many areas. But honestly, the genetic advancements that we've been able to capture here, just like you say, in the last 10, 15 years, help smooth out some of those dry weather patterns, for instance, or specific things like that, that we may not have had the ability to do 20, 25 years ago.
Tim, you mentioned AI there, and that's not planned in the conversation, but you caught my attention. So how is artificial intelligence impacting seed development?
Well, I think it, again, that AI that is everywhere, right? Whether it's something we're watching or listening to every day, AI is enhancing that, and it's doing the same in ag, allowing us to, that's one of the things that ag has is so many different data points, and AI is helping us start to harness all that potential, and that's one of the ways it's affecting the seed industry is as growers we can capture it through our research and development. We can capture so many different data points, but it's harnessing all that information, and that's where AI can step in and help in a primary fashion.
Sounds like the future is bright then with the ability to tap into that technology.
Well, I think so, and just in ag, it's exciting right now as we visited with different growers and folks throughout the industry around our 90th year, and just get their opinions and hear, what maybe their fathers or grandfathers or may have experienced to where we're at now, and then trying to envision 90 years in the future. It's no one can really tell, but obviously I think AI and some of the technology is just going to continue to expand, and it's exciting to see both Lori and I's sons are back involved in the operation, so they're the fifth generation, and to imagine what they're going to be able to experience and see, or maybe our grandchildren are, is kind of blows your mind when you think about it.
Absolutely, absolutely. In past conversations, we've talked about the 90-year plot that Burrus Seed has going on right now. So as we're talking about looking 90 years in the future, folks actually can see 90 years in the past at the Burrus facility right now.
Actually, we can. It's a fun demonstration that we've put together. Todd Burrus has been leading some tours through that in our showcase plots. But one of the demonstrations that we have there, Jim Hughes was able to go back into the seed bank and create the first hybrid that we ever had in 1935 called US 13. So it's in the plot out there. It's right beside two famous open pollinated products, the Lancaster and the Reed Yellow Dent. And then we have what we call kind of our Burrus Hall of Fame of hybrids and fantastic products that we've had throughout the years, BX20, BX26. I mean, BX26 was a hybrid that was an anomaly in today's day and age, in the fact that it was in our product lineup for 13 years. And that's just unheard of in today with the genetic gain that we're experiencing at a rapid pace. But it's fun to go back and look. It's fun for growers who were familiar with those products, or remember that someone in their family planted them and said, boy, I wish we could, Dad or Grandpa always talked about this. I wish we could go back to plant something like that. Well, they get to see a firsthand view of what those products look like compared to our current product portfolio. And it's fun to see.
When will those plots be harvested? You got to be getting pretty close, right?
We are. Actually, one of our show plots just west of our facility that we've been corn on corn for about 50 years is average and tested about the mid-20s right now in some, just some initial and primary samples that we've pulled out. So it'll be happening really quickly here.
It's got to be a fun time at a seed company, harvest time, to start getting all the data, all the results in.
Well, actually, it's one of my favorite times of the year. You get to see, if you will, the fruits of your labor, and not just for us, but for our growers. And there's probably there's no more special time than to hear one of our customers call and say, "Wow, this product was phenomenal," or some of the best yields I've ever experienced on my farm, or I set a new yield record. And those are fantastic calls to get and conversations to have with growers.
Absolutely. That's why you do what you do, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
That kind of brought the conversation all the way around for full circle. Tim, if folks want to see the plot, see the results of that 90-year plot, or just find out more about Burrus Seed, how do they do that?
Absolutely. Well, we're still giving some individual tours. So if you're interested, talk to your local Burrus representative, or give us a call here at the office. We're going to be doing that until we start to harvest. Here, like I say, coming up here in the middle of September. But we always list all of our harvest results online at burrusseed.com. Win, lose, or draw. We try to present all the information in an unbiased nature out there, so growers can see, hey, this is similar to some of the ground or some of the practices that I'm adhering to, and see how our product and our product lineup does in those types of situations. So they can always go to burrusseed.com, and as soon as we start getting plot results in, we keep those up on the website for growers to view throughout our marketing footprint.
Probably already having conversations about 2026 and making plans for that, right?
Absolutely. Right now that the 2026 sales season is kicked off for us. We had our kickoff there in late July. So our team is out talking to growers, and they get excited, like you talked about, Jared, of riding the combine. There's some good conversations that can be had, and some needs can be uncovered at that point. So that's a fun time for our staff as well. And like I say, we've seen some fields here in the area harvested, and it's going to ramp up really quickly.
Very good. So head to the Burrus website to find out more. Tim, always a pleasure. Thank you for taking the time out for us today.
Thank you.